Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle Seahawks fans. Let's get to the news in a move that's sending shockwaves through the NFL. The Kansas City Chiefs are trading Creed Humphrey, one of the league's top centers, to the Seattle Seahawks. This isn't just a simple swap. It's a calculated move by KC to shed cap space and address pressing needs, and it's poised to significantly boost the Seahawks' offensive line. Creed Humphrey, a two-time All-Pro and one of the most reliable centers in the league, is about to become the anchor of Seattle's offensive front, and Seahawks fans should be pretty excited about what this means for their team's future. Let's break down the details of this blockbuster deal. The Chiefs are sending Humphrey to Seattle in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 draft, along with a hefty $14 million cap savings. That's a huge win for the Seahawks, who have been looking for stability and consistency in their interior line. Kansas City, meanwhile, is making a strategic move to free up cap space, around $16 million, and to get more pressure on their pass rush, especially since they're well aware that their offensive line has been aging and vulnerable, allowing 24 sacks this season. With Patrick Mahomes at the helm, you know they're always in the Super Bowl conversation, but this move signals they're also thinking about the future and how to stay competitive in the long run. Humphrey's impact on the Seahawks is immediate and tangible. He's an elite center, with a career that includes 2 All-Pro selections and a PFF grade of 92. One, which is just ridiculous for a player at his position. His 2025 stats show why he's so valuable. He played 11 games, allowed only 6 sacks per game, and boasted an 85% run-block win rate. His EPA per run was plus 0.18, and he maintained a pass-block rating of 90%. Not only does Humphrey excel in pass protection, but his run blocking is equally impressive with a yards after contact, YAC, generated of 5.3 yards per rush. Best of all, he's been remarkably healthy, with no serious injuries hampering his performance. For the Seahawks, acquiring Humphrey is like finally finding that missing piece to solidify their interior line. Seattle's offensive line has been a bit of a roller coaster, allowing around 30 sacks per season and giving up an average of 98 rushing yards per game. Adding a player of Humphrey's caliber is expected to elevate the entire unit into the top 8 in the league, making life easier for Geno Smith and the offense as a whole. Expect to see a noticeable increase in offensive efficiency, with projected sacks allowed dropping to around 20 and a significant boost in the rushing attack, with rushing yards per game climbing from 98 to around 120. That's a plus 23% increase, which will open up the playbook even more. The Seahawks' points per game could rise from about 23 to nearly 27, and their EPA per pass protection should see a plus 23% improvement, leading to better third-down conversions, jumping from 40% to approximately 47%. This move also echoes some of the great interior linemen in recent Seahawks history, like Joe Thuney in Kansas City, who's been a stabilizing force in the trenches. Humphrey's addition could help reduce hits on Geno Smith, potentially dropping them from current levels to around 22%. His presence in the middle will also help mitigate pressure from blitzes, as his high YAC and run-blocking efficiency make him a nightmare for defenses trying to blitz, adding another layer of protection and stability to what has sometimes been a shaky offensive line. From a strategic standpoint, this trade is a game-changer. The Seahawks are now better equipped to control the game on both sides of the ball. Their offensive line, often a criticism last season, is getting a serious upgrade with Humphrey's presence. His ability to anchor the line and provide reliable protection will translate into more time for Geno to find his receivers, and it should open lanes for the running game. The Seahawks have been trending upward, and adding a player like Humphrey could be the final touch to push them into serious playoff contention and even contender status come January. Looking at the bigger picture, this trade could have ripple effects across the NFC West and even the entire NFC. The Seahawks are clearly committed to building a balanced and tough team, and Humphrey's addition signals that they're aiming for sustained success. Meanwhile, the Chiefs, decision to move on from Humphrey shows they're prioritizing cap flexibility and addressing their need for a stronger pass rush, especially with pressures now at 30%. The AFC is still stacked, but for the Seahawks, this is a clear message. They're not just trying to be competitive, they're aiming to compete at the highest level. The odds for the Seahawks making a deep playoff run could see a noticeable shift thanks to this move. Currently, their Super Bowl odds are around plus 2,500, but with Humphrey anchoring that interior line and boosting their overall team efficiency, experts are starting to bump those odds closer to plus 1,300. In the NFC, where teams like the Eagles and 49ers are still dominant forces, the Seahawks' improved line could be the difference maker, helping them stay competitive and even surpass expectations. The NFC Championship odds could move from plus 1,200 to plus 650, giving Seattle a real shot at finally punching through and reaching the Super Bowl stage again. Of course, it's not just about immediate gains. Humphrey's addition also sets the stage for future success. Think about the parallels with Jason Kelce in Philadelphia, an all-time great center who's been a pivotal part of multiple Super Bowl-winning teams. Humphrey has that same potential to shape the Seahawks' offensive identity for years to come, especially if he continues to perform at this elite level. His leadership and consistency will be invaluable as Seattle rebuilds and looks to capitalize on the window of opportunity they have before aging stars and salary cap constraints start to catch up. In the grand scheme of things, the Seahawks are making bold moves to stay ahead of the pack. This trade is a statement of intent. They're not just looking to make the playoffs, they want to contend for a Super Bowl. Humphrey's arrival could be that final piece that pushes them over the edge, giving Geno Smith and the offense a new level of stability and explosiveness. With a top-tier center anchoring the line, the Seahawks' offense can finally operate at its full potential, and their defense, which has been steadily improving, will be better equipped to close out games. Fans should be excited about the future. This isn't just a short-term fix, it's a long-term investment in the Seahawks' success. The coaching staff will undoubtedly draw up new schemes to maximize Humphrey's strengths, and the players will rally around this upgrade. The Seahawks are building a team that can withstand the best defenses in the league, and this move is a major step in that direction. As the season progresses, watch for Seattle to become even more formidable, especially in key matchups that could define their playoff trajectory. And now, Seattle Seahawks FANS, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to US and TO, the Seattle Seahawks. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seattle Seahawks news.